Remember what I was saying? Censorship and segregation would become a reality if we didn't stop doing what we're doing. What are you talking about? Censorship and segregation, those are things of the past. It's a literary agent for a book publishing company. She posted online, this is like 2 months ago, just joined Parler. It's nice to be part of a social media site that doesn't censor your speech, blah, 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 blah. And according to the report I saw, that's the only thing she posted on it. She didn't go to the Capitol. She wasn't involved with the riots. She didn't post anything hateful, anything white supremacist, nothing. Well, just yesterday, she got fired by her literary agent company. For those of you that don't know, Parler was that social media site that got banned by Google and Apple, and then Amazon refused to host their web page. Basically got censored. So this lady who joined the Parler 2 months ago didn't post anything controversial, wasn't involved in the Capitol riots, nothing. She just got fired because her literary agent boss found out that she had joined the site. That's censorship. And probably fucking illegal. But see how the media has spun it. Anybody that joined that site must be a white supremacist. Anybody that supported the president must be a white supremacist. That's censorship. That's real. That's just one example of somebody. There's been plenty of other people that have lost their jobs. So, well, what about segregation? Well, Kate Brown, who is the governor of the great state of Oregon, she puts out a letter to all her employees. Basically anybody that works for the government or the state, right? In her state. And then she says how she's going to use her white privilege to give a voice to the people that don't have a voice. How she's going to make sure that programs and money is going to the people that deserve it. And it went on and on and on, and she went on and on about her white privilege. But anyway, so she's going to use segregation. That's her bright idea, because that's segregation right there. Those programs she's talking about, small business loans, whatever, those services she's talking about, that's not meant just for one race. That's meant for anybody who's a citizen of Oregon. But she basically said she's going to favor people of color or indigenous people. So who does that leave out? Oh, the poor white man. That's who it leaves out. Well, that's segregation. That's the very definition of segregation. So this lady's bright idea of combating racial inequality, right, of using her white privilege to better America, is to use segregation. You can look all this stuff up. I'm not making this shit up. This shit actually happened. This is what, January 26, 2021. People are getting censored. Their free speech right is being trampled upon, and now white people are getting segregated. This is where we're at. This is going on right now. This is Joe Biden's America. This isn't Donald Trump's America, because nobody was getting banned. Nobody was getting censored in Donald Trump's America. You may not have agreed with Donald Trump. You may have hated what he said on Twitter. And I agree, some of the stuff he said on Twitter was pretty controversial. But other than that, nobody was getting banned. Nobody was getting censored. He wasn't breaking it down by race. This is what's going on right now. This is Joe Biden's America. This isn't Donald Trump's America. I mean, just look at some of the executive orders that the new president signed. Look at what he signed. The civil rights thing, the transgender thing, undoing the 1776 commission. Like, that's actual American history. And what he's going to insert the 1619 project, which is complete falsehood, completely made up, just total propaganda. That's what's going on in our America right now. And it's funny and concerning to me and scary at the same time, because it's funny because I said this was going to happen. I told all my liberal friends that this is what was going to happen, and they all laughed at me. What's happening right now? It's concerning because they don't realize that you're not only is conservatives losing their rights, but you're losing your rights too if you're a liberal. Because this banning of shit is going to affect you too. Once they've banned the people they wanted to ban, they're going to have to find somebody else to ban. It doesn't stop. That's how censorship works. That's how segregation works. It's scary that it's happening this quickly. I mean, the man's only been president for 6 days and this shit's already happening. Without someone like Donald Trump in the White House who is standing up for American principles, now these people who I consider the true racists, who I consider the true danger to America, now these people, they totally feel emboldened. Nothing's gonna stop them. Without somebody like Donald Trump to stand in the way, now they're gonna totally push for it. People like Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and Adam Schiff, people like that are going to push these AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, who have these most horrible ideas and hate America for some reason. Now that there's no Donald Trump to stand in the way, now there's nothing to stop them. And they're going to push these insane ideas. Insane ideas. The way to combat racial problems is with more racism. You couldn't write this shit up. This is happening right now. I'm sorry for all you people that live in Oregon, but your state is lost. Your state is lost, man. Man, if you're conservative, you should move the fuck out of that state, because that state is lost. There's people that are still in jail now that were on the right that got caught up in the protests, because there were a couple protests on the right, you know, a couple Proud Boys and stuff like that. They got arrested. They're still facing charges. Some of them are still in jail. These motherfucking Black Lives Matter Antifa guys, some of them have been arrested 20, 30 fucking times, and they get out every time. Like Tim Pool said, man, there's no sense in pointing out the double standard, because at this point it seems like they don't even care. They don't even care that it's that blatant, because there's no one there to stop them. And it's just sad to see that this is the America we live in. This America, like for all you people that have children, this America, if it continues to go this way and we lose our rights that men fought and died for. People bled for this. Millions of people have died for the idea of America. If we lose these rights to these fucking communist, socialist bastards, your children are going to suffer so bad, unlike anything we've ever seen. Because now we're in the digital age. I mean, they're literally burning books. They're literally censoring people. They're literally practicing segregation. This is the future you want for your children? Right, well, I guess if they buy into this communist, socialist bullshit, then they'll be on the right side of history, I guess. But you know what? In the end, after they've used the useful idiots, right, to get their way, they'll turn on the useful idiots, because that's what they did in Russia. That's what they did in China. That's what they did in Cuba. That's what they did in Korea. After they used up these people and their fucking virtuous platitudes, they turned on them and locked them all up. Because the people that led the revolution, you can't trust them to be faithful, because if they revolted once, they could revolt again. And that's what's going to happen to these people. And this is happening right now. Again, people will laugh at me. You're out of your fucking mind. I just pointed out 3 things that you probably would have never thought would happen in your lifetime. And it's happening. It happened today, yesterday. What's going to happen tomorrow? And liberals, I'm sorry, but you guys voted for this. I mean, I saw a compilation of all these people who had posted something on social media, these companies, these unions, these indigenous tribes, in support of Joe Biden. After Joe Biden, 2 days in office, and all the executive orders he signed, and they realized what that meant to them, they all wrote, oh, this is horrible, this is discouraging, oh my God, can't believe Joe Biden did this. And it's like, you fucks helped him get in there to do that. Half the country are truly idiots.